Hey guys, it is the T-Ball, and today I'm going to be showing you my 2017 NBA playoff predictions. I know free agency is still going on, and there's still some decent players left on the market, but the main players have gone to their teams, and I'm just going to be showing you my early predictions. So for Eastern Conference, for the first seed, I have the Cavaliers. Obviously, they have LeBron, so they're always going to be in contention for the title or the first seed. They did lose Mozgov, but he barely played in the playoffs, and he averaged only 18 to 20 minutes in the regular season, so I don't think it'll be much of a factor. They're still looking to re-sign J.R. Smith, and he'll probably re-sign with the Cavs. So if he does, the whole starting lineup will still be intact. And for the second seed, I have the Raptors. They did lose Bismack Biyombo, who is a great rebounder and blocker, but they still have Jonas Valanciunas. They're still led by Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, and I think they're still going to be the second seed. For the third seed, we have a little bit of a switch. We have the Celtics now. They got Al Horford, who is a great scorer, passer, rebounder, blocker, defender in general. He can do everything, and for the Celtics to have him as a starting center, it will really improve their team. They also have Isaiah Thomas, who's a great scorer. Avery Bradley's a great defender. Crowder can do everything, and Smart's an up and coming young guard. They did lose Evan Turner though. He can't shoot, but he could. He's a great facilitator. He can play some good defense, and he'll probably be missed. But getting Horford will really bring the Celtics up the standings. So for the fourth seed, I have the Pacers. Obviously, they have PG, an All NBA player. They did gain Thaddeus Young, Jeff Teague, and Alec Jefferson. They're all great offensive players, but the only questionable thing is their defense for all three of them is not exactly great, especially Jefferson. He's getting up there in age, so we'll see how that goes. And the the development of Miles Turner, it will be a really interesting to see, as he had a great rookie season. So sorry about that. For the fifth seed, I have the Hawks. They did lose Al Horford and Jeff Teague, but they did gain Dwight Howard, and it'll be really interesting to see if Atlanta could be better than last year if Howard fits into Mike's uh, lineup. And this was Howard's hometown, so if he plays well for them, he'll get a lot of love, which is always what he wants, and hopefully he does. For the sixth seed, I have the Chicago Bulls. They gained D Wade, which was crazy. When I heard the news, I was shocked. I thought he was going to be a Heat lifer, but I guess not. They did lose Rose and Gasol. Oh, and Noah too. So, but they also gained Rondo, which is a really questionable pickup because from Dallas, Sacramento, you just didn't hear much good news about Rondo at all. Even though I think he has empty stats to be honest. That's a different discussion. And Rondo, Wade, Butler lineup, there's not much shooting in there. And Butler last season shot really poorly, but the season before that, the 2014 to 2015 season, he shot pretty well. So hopefully Butler can improve. And Rondo did shoot about 36% from 3-point range last season. So if he can keep it up, I think the Bulls will play pretty well. For the seventh seed, I have the Pistons. They have Drummond, Reggie Jackson. Both of them are great players. They did gain Boban, a fan favorite, obviously, for a 3-year, $21 million deal. Yeah, I hope Boban does well. He's one of my favorite players. He's 7'2". He's huge, and I remember one game last season he outplayed Okafor, which was crazy. And they also have Ish Smith as a backup. Last year they had Steve Blake, who was pretty terrible to be honest, but Smith last season for Sixers started and averaged about 14 points and 7 assists, so he'll bring some good energy off the bench. And for the eighth seed, I have the Hornets. They'll get MKG back hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't get another injury. They did lose Lynn, Jefferson, and Lee, but I think they'll still be in the playoff picture. However, some people I did, or excuse me, some teams I missed from the Eastern Conference are the Bucks. I didn't include. I don't know. It's just the Eastern Conference, they have a bunch of like good middle of the pack teams, and the Bucks really got to get rid of Monroe. He's just not he doesn't fit into the Bucks style, to be honest. The Magic, they have great front court depth, but their spacing is an issue, and I don't know about Aaron Gordon if he's gonna start because he's not a natural small forward, and the Magic obviously got Serge Ibaka in a trade, and they also have Vucevic, so it's gonna be interesting how Aaron Gordon will play next season. I don't have the Knicks either, cause yeah, they have like Rose and Noah, but they're both injury prone, and it'll be interesting to see how they all fit together. But all three of the teams I just mentioned might make the playoffs, so we'll see. And let me go to my other notes. So for the Western Conference, I have the Warriors as the first seed. Obviously, they got Durant, went 73-9 last season. We're just like a minute away from winning the championship almost. Curry hit a three to tie it, but is what it is. They did lose Bogut and Barnes. Bogut's a great defender, but he's injury prone, and Barnes was just he was shit in the playoffs, the finals, uh, last for this past season. And they also lost Barbosa, who's a spark off the bench, and it'll be interesting to see Zaza start for them. He's a good player, but I don't think he's a starting center. He is a good passer though, and there's probably going to be an adjustment period for them, but we'll see how it works. Second seed, I have the Spurs. Tim Duncan might retire, which is going to be really sad. He's one of my favorite players. They did gain Pau Gasol, good passer, rebounder, scorer, but his defense is a little iffy. They do have Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, and they're just going to be really good. So, as always, Spurs Dynasty. Next, I have the Clippers. They need to stay healthy. I mean, they just crumbled in the first round to the Blazers because Paul with the broken hand, Griffin, I forgot what injury he had, something with the quad, I'm pretty sure. And but if they stay healthy, I think they're going to be the third seed. They're still a really good team. They kept basically every single one of their players except for like Cole Aldridge or something like that. But yeah, they're going to be good. Fourth seed, I have a sleeper, the Jazz. They're going to be insane next year, in my opinion. They got George Hill to be their starting point guard, and he's going to mentor Dante Exum. And they have Rudy Gobert, who's a great defender, obviously, one of the top centers in the league, and Gordon Hayward, Rodney Hood, Dark Favors. I mean, their team is stacked. Trey Lyles, too, so. For the fifth seed, I have the Thunder. They lost Durant, obviously. That's gonna hurt a lot, obviously. He's a top 3 player. They still do have Westbrook, and when Durant was out during the 2014 to 2015 season, Westbrook was a triple-double machine. But he might be traded, though. That's the thing. So you don't know. Because Westbrook, after this season, he's going to be a unrestricted free agent. And Westbrook has, like, Westbrook Frames or something like that. Like, his own sunglass company or something like that. And he probably wants to go to a big market like LA so he can get more publicity for that. And I think if the Thunder keep him, I think he's gonna go next year. I really think so. But they do also have Oladipo from the Ibaka trade. He's a good player, good defender. He's young, and yeah. For the sixth seed, I have the Blazers. They got Evan Turner. They re-signed Alan Crabb. Festus Ezeli too. Ezeli's a good player. The Warriors didn't have enough space to re-sign him, obviously, after they got KD. And being led by Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, they're going to be a great team. For the seventh seed, I have the Timberwolves. They have Andrew Wiggins, Karl Anthony Towns, Zach LaVine, Chris Dunn, who they just drafted. They're young, and I think this is going to be the year where they finally make the playoffs with their young core. For the eighth seed, this was kind of tricky. I put the Grizzlies because they re-signed Conley. Gasol's coming back from that broken foot, and they signed Parsons to a max deal. Parsons is a good player, a little bit injury prone, but he can do it all. So that's that, and just get another note real quick. Yeah, so I didn't include the Mavs, because even though Nowitzki is back on a new deal, and they gained Barnes and Bogut, the West is just too tough. I don't think they can, you know, make the playoffs. Actually this season, a lot of the teams are like pretty good right now, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, so and I also didn't include the Rockets because of Harden's defense, which sucks. And they also got Eric Gordon, Ryan Anderson, who are also like terrible defenders, and especially Eric Gordon, he's injury prone. And they also lost Howard. But yeah, that's my predictions. Tell me yours in the comments below. Please be sure to leave a like for my first video. Um, as I make more videos, I'm gonna try to up the quality and everything, but I'm doing the best I could right now. And once I get used to it, it's gonna be pretty fun. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you.